of Nakuru with regard to the doctor strike is that we are participating fully in all the conversations that are happening at the national level. Whatever we are requested to present in terms of data, in terms of our own performance, we are doing that. There has been an ongoing conversation, including a meeting that is going to take place, I think it's tomorrow, with the Department of Labor. So our job is to contribute meaningfully. Somebody has asked a question here about the COG lobby. As a Department of Health, we are part of the caucus, of health CCs across the county. A lot of information is being requested of us, and we are providing this information. Whenever we are asked to participate in a conversation, we are doing that. So that's as far as the county government of Nakuru is concerned.
Okay, services in our hospitals in the county are not operating. What are you doing to make sure that the patients, especially the inpatients, are not suffering, especially those who...
We have reorganized ourselves internally, taking care of the position that the doctors have made within our level 5 and level 4 facilities. It is incorrect to say that the facilities are not working. They are working. Are they strained? Yes, they are strained. Are we coping? We are trying the best that we can to cope. Because remember, even as the doctors lodge this lobby, and it is a legitimate lobby, we cannot compromise service delivery. So we are reorganizing ourselves internally. That's what we are doing. And we are not demanding that doctors come back to work now.
It's already in 13 days since this protest began. What is the county doing to make sure the protest is coming to an end?
Like I've said, we are contributing and participating meaningfully in all the conversations that are happening at the national level. That is what is requested of us. We are doing that. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana.
As you're all aware, we began our strike on the 13th of March after giving a 7-day strike notice. It is now day 13th of the strike, and on the issues that we highlighted in our strike notice is what we have given to the county. Today, we plan for this peaceful demonstration to also try and push the government to see the sense in the suffering that the common mwananchi is going through on issues that can be solved even a day. In fact, there are issues that had been agreed upon, and it was implementation that was to be done some 7 years ago. It has never happened. Several meetings have been done. It is just promises and promises. And we have a cabinet secretary that takes health to be a political field. Health is a very critical department, and as a minister, we don't expect the CS Nakhumicha to talk the way she talks, because as much in any talk that she makes, he continues to make the common mwananchi suffer. So in our strike notice, we had several issues, 19 of them, but the main that we are focusing on are like 5. One is the posting of the interns as per the CBA of 2017-2021 that we agreed. It's outlined how they need to be employed, the days they need to take, it has taken March, and what they need to be paid. Number 2 is the issue of implementation of the CBA of 2017-2021, more so in the issue of the basic salary. It is 7 years since that CBA was signed, agreed upon, deposited in court, and even as a union, we never hurried up. We went through the normal process of negotiation as we were requested. We went to the court. We asked the court to push for we asked the court to push the government to ensure that it comes to the table and implements this CBA. It never got prepared for it, and now the only option we had is this strike notice that we are now doing. We also have the issue of medical cover. We are being told that the government is rolling out what we call
Social insurance fund,
chief. And we are talking also about universal health coverage. Well, you want also to deny these doctors a medical cover. So one of the issues that is also there is that as doctors in our CBA, we agreed that as doctors we need to have a medical cover. So you cannot tell us that we provide a service that even ourselves, when we become sick and our families become sick, we cannot afford. So another issue that must be agreed upon before we come back to work is on the issue of the medical cover. Another issue is the issue of the registrars. As you know, we have doctors who, after serving as medical doctors, pharmacists, and dentists for some time, they go back to school, which was left in the Ministry of Health together with the policy making. So these doctors, they apply, they go to train as specialties, several specialties like oncologists, gynecologists, because we have few in the country. And that is the responsibility of the national government. So they need to be paid for their school fees. This has not happened since 2018. These guys have been denied examinations, they have been denied graduation, and now we are telling the government, we have talked with you, we agreed on this. This is not happening. So first, also, pay for these registrars, pay for their school fees so that they can be able to do their exams, they can be able to get their certificates so that they come back to the counties to serve. Which interns? Have you seen those interns?
Those are political statements.
Have you seen those interns? We want Nakhumicha to give us the interns that he says he will be able to give out. Because you heard even the clinical officers are going on strike. And it is yesterday that she was saying that she has given the clinical officers internship letter. So first of all, Nakhumicha, I'm sorry to say, Nakhumicha thinks that he can do rocket science in the Ministry of Health. You cannot come and change everything. You start with the CHVs, you change it to CHPs, health promoters. They are there. What are they doing? In fact, one of my colleagues say they hold a bag that have a lot of things more than even what we have in our facilities. You come up with the NHIF that existed for several years. SHIF, you don't have even plan about doing it. Again, now you come for something that has been there, medical interns, medical officers, dentists, and pharmacists. You want to change the name. So who are you that you just come from nowhere and you think that you can change everything in this country? My name is Dr. Stephen Omondi. I'm the branch secretary, KMPDU South Rift. Thank you.
Members of the Fourth Estate, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm representing the interns in the country and even the young medical officers who are unemployed. And it's sad for us to find ourselves on the streets. Normally this is usually our last option. We wouldn't want to hurt our patients who are fighting for salary, but when you see the way things are happening, the government has forced us to be here where we are. As medical officer interns, we normally do the majority of the work, and at least in a week we only manage to sleep for around 40 hours a week, because most of the time we are actually in the facility. And the government has really delayed to post the medical interns, and the other interns who are in the January group left us. They went, so we are very few in the rotation. Like you find a rotation has just one intern, so you have to do calls every day, and you have to be in the facility. You have to do cesarean sections and appendectomy. So it's usually very tiring, and we really need the other interns to join us. It's so unfortunate that they are cutting the salaries of the interns who are coming. The new offer by the SRC, that pay is really not something that can hold waters. Because as you all know, interns don't live in the facility, they live very far. So even that one can just only cater for transport. So when they do that, they really demotivate the interns, and you will not be able to see our patients comfortably. So they should be able to post the interns. And one thing special about the medical officer interns is that they are not like the other interns. Because what we normally do is that you have to be fresh. When you come from campus, you have learned how to do a procedure. You don't need to sit outside for 7 months or 1 year. Because that one now you'll have to do a refresher, and now doing that refresher, now you're practicing on a patient, you end up missing a patient because you have not been in the field for so long. So they are not supposed to be any form of delay for posting of the interns. So let them post the interns, and even after that they should be able to employ the doctors, because even as the interns who are leaving in the next few weeks, we are not sure if we'll get the jobs, because there are no other jobs that have been provided. The other day you saw the contracts have been given out. People the county offers to employ people, but so far nothing has happened. And you even know when we go for interviews, not all the interns will be absorbed. So they should just do the bare minimum and at least make sure that at least the interns are able to enjoy. Give them a salary, at least wajipange, they open even their clinics, and then they're able to be comfortable. So students are, and then also for students, it's so sad. when you are a student trying to revise for surgery and you are seeing the salary cut, you are seeing that you are given a gross salary of 47,000. And that means that when it comes to net salary, you're earning almost 20,000. And you are studying for medicine, you have studied very, very serious books. It demotivates you even to learn and acquire the skills that you need to practice on our patients, because our patients are human beings and they are special people. So you can't treat them by treating the doctors the way they are treating us. So let them post the intern, let them implement the CBA, and let them not offer the threats that are offering to other doctors. Thank you so much. Gina, Dr. Obiero, medical officer intern at PGH. Yes, Dr. Stephen Obiero. Yes, thank you.
Medicine Students Association Kenya, and I'm here on behalf of the BSc Clinical Medicine students and interns. It is so unfair to what the government is doing to us, and the amount of hours we put into the work, into studying for this, and the amount of money we pay for our fees is not equivalent to what they want to pay us. And for all those things they are claiming, we do not accept. We stand in unison and in solidarity with KUKO and all medics, nurses, nutritionists, and we say we do not accept. We want proper remuneration of our clinical medicine BSc interns. Thank you.
President, sir. All right. Okay. Kaunda, and as my colleagues have insinuated here, it's quite sad that doctors have to go to the streets to actually make the government listen on an issue that is important as healthcare. According to Kenya is a signatory of the Abuja Declaration. We're supposed to spend a much more significant percentage of our national budget to healthcare. Right now we are doing 6%. Now there's this thing that they say that Kenya is producing many intern doctors as students, and we have an ability to actually sustain them in the hospitals. And to that we have to realize that there's a massive shortage of doctors in the country. We will need up to 50,000 new doctors to fill this particular shortage, and those doctors do not come from anywhere. They come from the students, and those are the students who we are trying to get them to actually reach there. That's why the universities have been increasing their intake. So when the national government says that the numbers are unmanageable, the population has been increasing from 2014. It is only commensurate that the number of medical students and interns is going to increase, and the number of patients are increasing. So I think at this particular point we have to be fair to all of us, all of these students, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, and even if you do not know them, the fact is one time in your lifetime they're going to actually look after your particular needs. So let us not be combative as the government wants to make this particular thing, but actually look at the policies in existence. Let's look at the realities of how the admissions set are at, and let's look at how even Treasury plans. So if you say that you do not have the budget for it, we have had, there's 4 billion for tea. What's another 2 billion shillings for doctors? So I think we need to have candid conversations regarding these particular issues. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the registrars, we are suffering. I'm here doing my residence in surgery, and I'm very, very sad by the government. I don't know how incompetent Nakhumicha can be, and we need the higher government, Mr. President, His Excellency, to address this issue, because Nakhumicha has expressed gross incompetency, and we can no longer sit down with that to address this. That's arrogance of the highest level. We work here and we're not paid as registrars. Recently, the counties chipped in and said we're not going to be employed while we're doing our residency. You can't be treating us like ordinary interns. We are different. We are junior doctors, and we are about to become consultants soon. Please treat us with the utmost respect that we deserve, and we are not going to stop any time. We're not going to stop any sooner until our issues are addressed. Let them bring sober minds. It's not a competition. We're not at war with anybody. We just want the common mwananchi to benefit. So thank you. My name is Ayugi Ochieng. Yes, Dr. Ayugi. Thank you.